Hey guys, so welcome back to day 3. The sign in the background there gives you a clue as to where I am. A little bit later in the day today. I had some things to do this morning.
Hello.
Hiya. So yes, we're on the Olympic Park today, but before I chat too much, I'd just like to say thank you to Brian Ronald yesterday for pointing out that not everybody on my channel is here for the ongoing story and to listen to me blowering on about comments. So before I say too much, here's today's content: the bracket under my chair and the side bags. I'll be back in a minute. So no better time than when I've got the trike sort of semi-stripped down to give her a good clean after yesterday's mucking around in the forest. No better time to show you the underside of the chair. The chair, there it is. I've taken it off the trike. Had to give that a bit of a clean today as well. Everything was muddy. But on the other side of that chair is the homemade bracket that I've got for my side bags. So let's have a look at that. So I've got my tripod today, which is really helpful. Wish I'd had it yesterday, but there we go. So the brown bar that you see going right across the middle of the screen there, with the two T's on either end, this brown bar here, is the bracket that I made up myself for the side bags underneath my seat. I'll show you when I put the seat back on the trike, but there's very little room between the rear suspension and the frame and the actual seat back. So hence the reason these two bars are flush with each other, just like that. But as I say, I'll show you that when we put the seat back on the trike in a moment. So what was a straight piece of 22mm copper piping obviously had to be bent. There's two angles, one there and one there, that needed bending. A friend lent me his pipe benders to do that little job. The angle actually wasn't as critical as what you might think. Prior to brazing the ends on, you can adjust obviously the angles of this when it's in situ on the chair. So that angle and that angle there in the bend wasn't, as I say, wasn't as critical as what you'd think. Straight pipe through the back, two pieces of straight pipe either side, and in here on each side is a T-junction. So this piece of pipe goes straight through the T there, and same there, and obviously fits in there. It's all from gas fittings. Normally this would be gas pipe in your house, or water pipe I suppose. So once those were all shaped and cut to length, I heated them up and brazed the joins. It's not particularly clean. I suppose I could have painted it. It's hidden underneath my chair all the time, so yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. Once the bracket is brazed together, I've had to go on to Amazon once again, wonderful Amazon, to find some way of connecting the bracket to the back of the chair. And the back of the chair has this, I think that's 32mm. Yeah, I can see it written on there. It's actually 32mm pipe on the back of the chair, part of the chair frame. Managed to find some handlebar extenders on Amazon, 32mm bracket on one side to 22mm on the other. In the Netherlands last year I had a similar bracket to this one, apart from it didn't have that side over there. I just had the one arm coming through with one side bag on. I also, with that one, only had two of these clamps and as we all know, that broke halfway around the Netherlands. It was these that gave out. There was too much weight twisting on one side, and the twisting action of putting all my camera gear and heavy things in my side bag ended up breaking those. These little clamps are strong in a straight up and down, but I think the twisting motion of just having one side bag did for them. So to improve on that, we've obviously now got the two side bags, one either side, to balance it up so we don't have that twisting anymore. And as you can see, obviously I've increased this now to having 4 clamps on the back to double the strength. With that all clamped in tight on the back of the chair, I can then, obviously this twists, once these are loosened off on this side, I can turn the bracket on an axis. It'll pivot on an axis like that until we get it level. I say level, it's not actually level, but sort of the line coming through where my bottom is on the chair, through on that sort of line. Obviously with a bag on the clamp on the end there, it's easier then to see where the bag needs to be and at what height the bag will be. But before tightening up the clamps fully on the back, that's what I did. I pivoted this until it was nicely in line with the bottom of the chair. Turn it round so you can get a look from a different angle. That's a handlebar bracket from a company called Rixon Kaul. It's part of the Klickfix series that go with the Ortlieb handlebar bags, and it is designed specifically for connecting the Ortlieb handlebar bag onto the handlebar, but obviously can be adapted. There's the top down view. They can be adapted for use on side bags as a side bag mount, like what I've done on here. So there's one of them on each side of the bracket, and when I put the seat back on the Trike, I'll show you exactly how we mount the sidebar bag onto those. This is one of the 2 side bags that I have. They're the Ortlieb Ultimate 6 Classic bags, made as a handlebar bag for normal bicycles, but on a trike they also make a wonderful side bag. This one's the older version. It has the map clip pockets on the top, and also the closures are these. Get it open. The closures are these poppers, so they pop close like that. It's got the internal pocket, as the name suggests. There's 6 litres in each. This is the newer version. This bag, it looks more or less the same, apart from we've lost the poppers on the top, and the closure around the back is now on a magnet, which I much prefer. So it opens a lot easier, just like so, and exactly the same when trying to close it. The magnets just pop it shut like that. It's a really nice thick vinyl bag. So let's have a look, see how they connect onto the Trike. So sideways on then. So we've got these 2 lugs here on the back of the bag, and basically they're going to fit on these 2 points here on the clamp, and then just roll it down and it clips in. Just show you that again without the lid on. So it lugs into there, push down, and you see the click lock going on there. They also do a lockable version of this with a key, so that you can't push this button down and it locks the bag onto the clamp. I don't have the lockable version. They were a bit more expensive, so I went for the cheaper version of the clamp. Push that down and it comes off, as easy as that. But without pushing that down, as you can see, it's on there really, really well. So there we go with the bag in situ. Just whilst I remember, I did say a moment ago I'd show you exactly how little space there is between the chair and the frame underneath, so have a quick look at that. If we come down, I think you can see there's basically no room there at all. This is the frame, and down here is the frame, the main trike frame here, and obviously that's my created bracket. So we're talking about finger width between the two, basically the width of this clamp that holds it on, and that's it. That's the only space we've got. There was a suggestion in the comments recently, again sorry I can't remember who it was who suggested it, but there was a suggestion that I put a water bladder somewhere behind here, and I mean there's a hand width up here, literally just fit my hand in there. I don't think there's room for a water bladder. I wish there was. And so there we have, with both the side bags attached. As always, there'll be affiliate links to all of the items that I'm showing you this week, including today's, the side bags and the clamps. There's affiliate links in the description below. However, just a word of warning, the price that I found these side bags for on Amazon when I was looking for the affiliate links last night, absolutely astronomical. Don't be paying the Amazon price that you see on there for these bags. The older version one that I picked up last year when I got back from the Netherlands, I paid £60 for. What's that, about $80, something like that? At the moment on Amazon, the newer version bag, they're advertising at a price of £195, which I think is, like I say, astronomical. You shouldn't be paying that for one of these bags. But see if you can find yourself a bargain somewhere. Anyway, any questions on that, ask away in the comments, guys, and I'll do my best to answer them. So, what a difference a day makes. The weather is completely different to yesterday. It's warm, it's dry, it's sunny, it's fabulous. No better day to be on the Olympic Park, biking around. Shame the kids are on holiday though. Means there's a lot of people here this week. We'll just have to dodge around them. So the biggest question to come out of yesterday's video has to be, will I ever actually edit a video that's 10 to 15 minutes long? They all seem to go over 20 minutes. I don't suppose it matters so long as you guys keep finding them interesting. I hope the wind's not too bad in the mic today. Very, very, very windy. No, it's just very windy. Too many berries. So Rick, you'll appreciate the next few clips. I got up this morning, got Trini out and splashed some water on her. Boy did she need it. She was filthy. Poor girl. But she's all clean now, so I thought I'd stay out of the mud today. So a couple of people commented on yesterday's video about the mudguard. Why don't I use the originals sold by HP Velotechnik? Well, as I'm sure most of us are aware, the spares on trikes are relatively expensive. I say relatively because obviously trikes are expensive in the first place, but the spares and accessories for trikes come at a ridiculous cost. I phoned up my local recumbent bike shop in London today and inquired just how much a set of fenders are for the FS26, and I got the reply £170. For you guys over in the States, that's about, I suppose with sale tax, probably getting on for $250. $250 US. And that's just for fenders. Eventually I might bite the bullet and have to buy the fenders. One that I haven't pointed out to you guys recently was when I was out for my day 2 in Essex, I actually cracked one of the front fenders down there. How much longer that will hold together I don't know. It's been a couple of months since I taped it up and it's doing alright at the moment, but there will come a time when I need to buy the front fenders as well. So at that point, will I bite the bullet and pay out 170 quid for a full set? Probably going to have to. But more than that, I do get some enjoyment out of trying to fix these things myself, trying to come up with some other way of doing these things. I think that's part and parcel of owning a trike, and I know that there are some people in my comments that already agree with me on that. It's never finished. There's always something more you can be doing. As I say, that's part of the fun for me. So the next comment that caught my attention from yesterday's video was from Mary. Thank you for your comments, Mary. They are appreciated. And yesterday Mary said, "The day is so dreary, but you are so bright." And there was I, thinking that Mary was talking about my demeanour and my attitude. And it turns out that Mary was talking about my waterproof jacket. Thanks, Mary. So, Rambling Randy, you've got 70 litre panniers. Is that 2 panniers 35 litres each? Or 140 litres? That's enormous. Let me know. They sound fantastic. I have to say, I'm liking this hat. Really comfortable. And it stays on well in the wind as well. Nice chin strap. Right, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my cycle around the Olympic Park before going home. I shall see you guys tomorrow. We're going to start talking about trike maintenance. Let's see what that one brings up. That'll be fun. See you in the morning, guys. Cheers. Ta-da.